Welcome to another edition of Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed. I am joined by Cameo.
What's up, peoples?
And Buck.
Hi.
Buck sliding down the banister.
Oh, my.
It's
Yeah.
the sweet one.
Yeah. Buck, we're having a good time already. We're here at New World Comics in Oklahoma City, off Meridian, just south of 63rd Street. And there's so much going on here. It's so awesome. They got, all the comic books come out weekly. And here's the bad thing. We were recording this on Thursdays, and it was awesome because it was right after now we just get teased by what's new.
Yeah.
So now Buck gets us 2 times a week because
right.
we show up on Monday to do the show, and then we show up on Wednesday to get our comic books.
That's right. Yeah. Double dose.
Yeah. He likes it that way because he wants to see us more and more.
I like seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Graphic
Feel
novels.
less important now.
I picked up a bunch of
So important, though.
yeah. I picked up a bunch of graphic novels and trade These are more the trade paperbacks.
Those are trade
right?
paperbacks,
Yeah.
yes.
I did. This would be probably a. For those who were listening only, I was picking up like Batman, the Rebirth, the Bane, and the Joker.
Yeah.
The War of Jokes and Riddles, and I Am Bane. This would this be a graphic novel?
Trade paperback because it's a collection of the issues.
Fight Club 2,
Get it
which
together.
is one of the writers is the writer
Chuck
of
Palahniuk,
the
yeah.
original book. And then I have a bunch of my buddy Travis over at No Regrets Tattoo. He has me pick these up for him whenever I can find them. The Toxic Crusader, the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
good stuff.
yeah, so
I used to love the cartoon show.
Well, yeah, and man, I'm a Troma fan through and through.
you know what I like about these old comic books is like this Toxic Crusader, Battletoads. Do you remember
Yes.
Battletoads?
Oh, man. You think they'll ever do a live action?
I don't know. 1991's Nintendo Power Nestor Award winner.
Wow.
Was it a Nestor because they were like, toads? Look at this. Sega Genesis, the 16-bit cartridge.
Yeah, the Game Genie.
Yeah, the Game Genie. Man.
Good times.
I wish, yeah.
Some of you
good
listening
times.
out there have no idea what we're talking about.
Honey, I blew up the kid.
I figure, half
The
of
first
them-
Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
Or it's actually the second Ant-Man
There you
movie.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was a sequel.
Look, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. That was a great one. For those who are still listening, we're just looking through these, and that's what I love about these, though, is these old ads.
You should post those pictures up as,
Yeah, I should, definitely. What was the Game Genie again? Was it like, did it have a bunch of different games on it?
No, you could put it in, like, you'd plug it in, and then you'd plug in your game into that, and then it would give you, like, extra lives and stuff like that.
See,
it was like the Contra code, but only through that.
I didn't get like a lot of, I didn't think I got a video game system till, I had an old Atari that I think I found in a dumpster or something, and I had that up until the 90s, and then I think I got a Nintendo 64 when...
Yeah, I grew up without video games, really. Like, we had an Atari, but, like, that got broken out over, like, Christmas break.
Right.
And then I didn't get a Super Nintendo through, like, PlayStation, whatever, till I got a job here.
Yeah.
And I was 17 or 18.
Yeah.
16, 17. So, like, all the classic video game stuff is just lost on me because,
I always wanted a Power Glove, but again, I always just wanted a video game system.
Yeah.
But I always thought the Power Glove was really cool, and I was...
Yeah, my cousin had that.
Did they?
Yes.
See, I would always play my cousin's Nintendo or something, like Duck Hunt or whatever.
When I would visit the cousins, which was a pretty rare occasion, like, it'd be like, oh, man, let's play your Super Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly.
Mortal Kombat was, like, the most amazing thing in the world.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Man, I still play Mortal Kombat. And I like me and my buddy Provo. We play Injustice a lot because it's a lot like Mortal Kombat.
Well, I found that the big difference between Mortal Kombat versus like Street Fighter is like Street Fighter you have to like know your moves and know all that stuff. Mortal Kombat you can just mash buttons.
That's what I do. I'm a
me
button
too.
masher.
Wait, did you hear about the new Mortal Kombat 11? They're trying to get a petition signed for Shaggy to be a DLC character.
Oh, that's funny. That's awesome.
I would like to see that. I think that'd be dope. Like I was wondering what was going on. I'm like, I Google.
Right.
I'm like, what? Why is Shaggy so important these days?
It wasn't me.
If we get Shaggy, yeah. Oh,
Not that Shaggy.
I was going there too. Yeah.
Sorry.
you're good.
I think what Buck was going to say was going to be better. I could tell.
I was going to say, if we get Shaggy, then by God, we have to get Shaggy also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. We could get Shaggy Too Dope. You know who he is?
No.
Oh. Insane Clown Posse?
Yeah. No.
I know you listen to Insane Clown
Well,
Posse.
it was nice that you all listened.
Yeah, that was the weird. We got way off track.
Yeah, we
talking
did.
about New World Comics.
Yeah.
You did Teen Titans the other day. What's next for superhero school?
Justice League is coming up this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Teen Titans was probably 2 weeks ago then.
Yes, it was.
My schedule. Okay, so Justice League. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any surprises that you can tell us about? here?
So it's going to be Justice League auditions. So you're going to see some of the best characters in the DC universe, and absolutely some of the worst characters in the DC universe.
Can you tell me just off the top of your head, what's one of the worst?
Oh man. So there's, there's one called Triumph, who
Insults people.
No, you'd think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, like he's this hero that, in a parallel universe was one of the founding members of the Justice League and was super awesome. And then at one moment he had this like It's a Wonderful Life moment, and he got to look back at everything that he's done, and it turns out that unlike It's a Wonderful Life, turns out the world's better off without him.
Oh,
that's real sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
So he's kind of
Dang.
terrible.
Yeah.
Then Agent Liberty, Hitman.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have a guy whose power is to, he has X-ray vision, but he, shoots people.
Right.
So, spoiler alert, he's not going to get in. But yeah, we're going to have, characters like that show up. And
The Justice League don't ever kill people?
not really.
Is Batman like a dick about it?
Very much. Yeah. It's that we don't
Can I
do
say
that
that?
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of your
Jerry's
call.
face up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think that's okay. That's all right.
So, yeah.
Maybe we should just say Richard from here on out.
Yeah.
Such a Richard.
Is he a Nightwing about it?
So we'll have those, and we'll have like the Flash, and we'll have Superman.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Also, need to be keeping May the 4th on everybody's calendar.
Yeah.
Free Comic Book Day. And then, a couple weeks ago, you teased like there might be some announcement. Is it still forthcoming?
What announcement? Oh, you mean the big, awesome stuff that's happening?
Yeah. Okay, forthcoming. Dang it! I meant to ask him after, like, hey, well, give me the scoop, but
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
I'm gonna go tell TMZ.
You
Me
are Mr.
too.
TMZ. You get to. When was the last time you were on?
Last month.
Really?
Yeah, it should. I don't know. Sometimes they'll get me on every month. Sometimes it'll take a few months, but
Now, do they call you and are like, hey, what's your idea on this? Or do
Yeah.
you like, whoa, hey, I just heard about this?
well, I could do that. Like, let's say Russell Westbrook. I saw Russell Westbrook out with another female that wasn't his wife,
Right.
and I'm like, hey, TMZ.
But let's just
Yeah.
go ahead and say that would never happen.
No. But I'm just saying.
Cameo's not spilling any tea here.
It was
No,
just-
it's
yeah.
not happening. Don't.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying, if it were to happen, I could be a snitch and tell TMZ, but
So-
I'm no snitch.
That makes
so-
me really nervous to tell you anything now. Although I'm sure TMZ gives no cares about me, but
Of course they do, Brad.
Okay, so they call you and they're like, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is up your Mr. TMZ alley. I saw Halsey on Saturday Night Live. Did you get to see her?
No.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she was painting a picture.
I saw that. That's
while
awesome.
she was she
cool.
was doing her performance, and she paints a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
So you know where you could paint a picture.
Oh, my God.
I like how Buck just threw the pin down.
I quit.
You're really reaching for these days.
Since Saturday night. Since Saturday night, I was like, I'm gonna throw this in.
Oh, all right. See you guys. Dirtman for life.
Yeah. Paint cheers. Paint and Cheers in the Plaza District. That's where you got to go. You can have a fun night out with your friends, with a group, with your office. You can do ladies' night, or date night. Either way, this is the place to go. You'll be able to paint some pictures, which is an awesome experience with Adam. He makes you have as much fun as humanly possible. And you don't even have to be an artist. You'll go in and you'll have a painting you'll be proud of, and you can get your drink on. Yeah, that's the fun part about it, because, I mean, painting's fun, yes, but getting a little lubrication in is also nice. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you can reserve your seats right now at Cheers, paint with the letter N, cheers.com, and you'll have the time of your life. We're going to talk about Robert Pattinson, maybe as Batman. Also, Black Panther won a couple of Grammys. Howard the Duck. We're getting more Howard the Duck. We've got Oh Buck Yeah. All that's coming up. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we got a little bit of news over the past week. Actually, the past 2 weeks, since Ben Affleck basically said he was not going to be in the Batman, or the news was announced that he wasn't going to be in the Batman. There's been a lot of people saying, we want Jake Gyllenhaal, we want John Hamm, you know. But
Armie Hammer.
Yeah, yeah. And we're going to discuss some of those here in just a second. But one name came up that a lot of people were like, ugh! And I was like, I can see it. I can see it. And that is...
You honestly could see that?
Robert Pattinson.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. I mean, here's... I told everybody I would explain why I liked that pick.
Okay, why?
First of all, Jake Gyllenhaal, he's too old in a way for me.
All right.
And he's just too likable in a way. Like, he's played some weird characters, and if you haven't seen Velvet Buzzsaw on Netflix, go watch that. It's crazy. But I don't know, he's got that nice look to him. Mm-hmm. I kind of like Ben Affleck. The reason that I liked him as Batman so much is I think Bruce Wayne needs to be, and Batman. Buck, you've asked people, who is your version of Batman? Right. And I can't tell you exactly which book I would say it is, but my version is a jerk. He's a jerk because he has to be. He has to push people away to either A, keep from finding out his identity, but also to keep them safe, you know? And that's how he does it a lot of the times, is he pushes people away, you know, kind of like throwing rocks at the dog, you know? And so that's my version. I liked Ben Affleck.
Like people that throw rocks at dogs?
No, not at all. I'm just saying, my version of Batman would throw the rocks at the dog if he thought the dog was in danger.
Okay, all right.
Or, you know, he doesn't want some bat dog hanging around that's going to get, you know, murdered.
He doesn't want Ace?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah. See, I think with him, mm-hmm. I think that too many people are like, oh, he's the Twilight guy, you know.
Yeah, but he's done some cool stuff since then.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And just because, you know, you're taking that job and making that paycheck doesn't mean like he loves those movies.
Right.
He was just in them.
Well, and the thing is, you know, I mentioned that he's done some cool stuff. He hasn't done a whole lot of mainstream stuff since Twilight, but right. He's done some movies where you can tell he's put a lot into his acting. They say he's a method actor. And the reason that I defend him as the choice is I think Robert Pattinson kind of looks like kind of a jerk.
Here, let me see that real quick.
But he also to me, he looks like that kind of spoiled playboy kind of guy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see it. But ever since he sparkled, like I'm done with that.
Okay, Michael Keaton, Mr. Mom, Ben Affleck. You know, nobody thought he was that. You wouldn't have ever thought he was going to be Batman.
Oh man, I was like, ooh, Ben Affleck, Batman, I'm in.
Yeah, you were, but a lot of people weren't.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people. I mean,
usually come around to.
Christian Bale probably was generally more accepted just because he was such a great actor already. I think that if Robert Pattinson, I'm not saying he's my guy. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying I would give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like any superhero movie, I'm going to go see it. Mm-hmm. And you know, I'll base my final judgments on that. But I don't see him as any Batman or Bruce Wayne. Like, I just don't see it.
And they want a younger guy, and he's a younger guy. Like I said, Jake Gyllenhaal is still too. If they want a younger guy, he's a little older.
And when they were kicking around people for Adam Warlock, I was like, ooh, that guy'd be great for Adam Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he can do super fancy, he can do that kind of stuff. But I mean, I see everyone's trepidation with Batman, but
What about Jake Gyllenhaal as the Flash?
No.
You don't see that? I could see it.
I could see that easier than Batman. Like
Me too.
he's he has almost too soft of a grimace when when he's being mad and angry, that kind of stuff.
He just looks awkward when
John
he's trying to be
Hamm,
angry.
again, to me, John Hamm doesn't strike fear, and I wouldn't want to, if I came across John Hamm in a dark alley, I'd be like, no, not a threat. Batman, I think, it doesn't have to be so physically imposing, but he's got to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, no, it's just Buck drew him to where he looks kind of like Jim Carrey now with his.
Batman.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be better if I had a Sharpie, but
Yeah. I don't know. I just say it doesn't seem as horrible as a pick as some of the others. Now, some of the others that have been mentioned, Armie Hammer, is that the one like he constantly gets brought up because he was cast as, or he was going to be Batman in some incarnation that never happened, I guess.
And you heard about the latest, like, who? Like, even the guy that they picked, he was like, what? Since when am I, like, top pick?
Right.
Chris Pratt.
As Batman, though?
Exactly.
No,
Even he was like,
no, I don't see that.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing is there's a lot of them that, I'd like Chris Pratt. I want to see him in every movie, but not
no,
as Batman.
No.
He's not Batman. He's the perfect. You know who he'd be good as? Star-Lord.
Yeah. No,
Or
he's a
Booster
great
Gold.
Star-Lord.
oh, he's such a good Booster Gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's almost too good now. Yeah. But word came out that I think Jack Black was looking to be Penguin too. So.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Who is it? Josh? Is it Josh Gad or?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been kind of putting it out there, and he seems like a really good one. But Jack Black, I think, would be good as either the Penguin or maybe, if not the Penguin, I think you could find something for Jack Black.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on like how you're trying to go. Like if you're going super dark or just kind of dark.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think Jack Black would be good.
Or just get Danny DeVito to be Penguin again. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. He'd be like, I'm not getting anything glued to my face.
Right.
He'd be like, you don't have to. Look at you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, we did get some of the comments on Facebook, though, about Robert Pattinson especially. I wanted to kind of read some of them because people were very there were maybe a couple that were cool with it like I was, but
Jessica Sears, she says, if he sparkles, I'm done.
Well, yeah, I don't want a Batman that sparkles.
Oh, don't watch that Batman and Robin movie.
Oh, well, yeah.
Their outfits were kind of glittery.
They were.
Yeah, that's right.
And nipply. My buddy Alexander said they keep getting Batman wrong.
I don't understand that though, because I don't agree with that they keep getting him wrong.
I think Ben Affleck was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and again, it's the writing and directing that on the screen. Seeing him dress up as Batman didn't offend me. I was like, ooh,
right.
That's not Batman.
Yeah.
I see I see the figure, I see the posters, whatever. Yeah, that's Batman.
Right.
Yeah. Hannah Batgirl Drake said no.
Yeah.
I mean, Batgirl would know.
Right? She slept with him.
What?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Well, it's been fun. God, how many times am I going to quit the show?
But the actual Batgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our boy Ackright said, but why?
Because he's affordable. I don't know.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
Lost Boy fan over here said, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Chad McNamara. It said, oh, man, I hope not. Batman isn't supposed to sparkle.
We known Chad a long time. Me and Jerry, he went to church with us back in the day.
Okay. And Robert Rout says, the fuck? Manuel Diaz, can't see it, not the right person for the character.
Yeah. Oh, Kenneth Livingston. There's an article here. Headline: DC to further alienate fans with more shoddy casting. But again, if they did, Robert Pattinson, it'd be. People hated the idea of Ben Affleck. They really did.
Well, here's the thing, like Hayden Christensen is like just as hated because of all the episode 2 and 3 and all that.
Yeah.
Go watch that movie Shattered Glass.
Right.
Oh my god, he can act. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. That's
So, yeah.
So I mean,
just because
But
you've
what
done
else?
Bad things.
What was the other shoddy casting? Because for the most part, I feel like they've got it in it right.
What was that guy's name? Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Yeah. I don't blame Jared Leto. I blame
Jared Leto. He was like, and then I want
but
this.
He's a good actor. He's a really good
Is
actor.
he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Maybe just good. I don't know. I've enjoyed movies that he's done for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he was in Fight Club. I really liked his scene in Fight Club.
He,
if that could be like a real life thing.
He was the Joker in Fight Club. That's why he has the silver teeth.
Yeah, okay.
Haven't you heard about the...
I've heard.
Okay. The Fight Club to the Joker?
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Sarah
it's real.
Jane New says, actually, this does not disgust me. It's not a bad idea. He was paid a crap load of money for Twilight, got lots of recognition. This really isn't valid, but banged a hot chick. It's not.
I mean, it's Batman, so.
He is actually.
It's not like he is actually Edward.
LMAO, I will give it a chance. People can surprise you like Tom Cruise as Lestat.
I like Tom Cruise as Lestat.
One of my friends, Eric, said, Heath, let's reminisce on the days of A Knight's Tale and 10 Things I Hate About You. Heath, the Joker, bad casting, bad joke, which we all know how that turned out.
Yeah.
But those are all air quotes.
Yeah,
so.
he was amazing. So it could, they could get Robert Pattinson, it could crash and burn, and everybody could be right. But I kind of say, if that's what they do, if we don't even know, we just spent, 15, 20 minutes talking about it. We don't know for a fact that it's going to be Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
But if they did, I would trust them, at least until I saw it, and then...
Well, I mean, has Matt Reeves ever let anybody down?
Not yet.
So...
But, I mean, has he ever worked with any big actors?
Well, not that I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not really. Woody Harrelson, but he didn't really have to get a...
Is he really?
Come on, he's Carnage.
Yeah. Is he?
Did you? Oh, you haven't seen. Did you see Venom?
Is he?
Woody Harrelson. Oh my God, we're not going to debate whether he's a national treasure or not.
Wow. Have you not seen White Man Can't Jump?
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Every time I look in the mirror.
Zombieland.
I can't wait for that movie.
All right, so I really can't either. That one's going to be good. We got to talk about the Grammys just for a minute, which normally, we do talk about music and movies, but we got a comic
doing quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's yours?
Good.
Grammys?
My Grammy's all right.
Yeah.
I saw her yesterday.
They're still kicking.
We had Sunday
the
dinner
show's
with
amazing.
Grammy.
This is the best show.
Okay, first off, before we get into the nerdy stuff, did y'all watch the Grammys?
No.
I'm not old enough.
Okay. Well, they had J-Lo do the Motown tribute.
Uh-huh.
I love J-Lo. Like, J-Lo can do no wrong.
She's real.
She is real. Just a, girl from the block,
Yeah.
Why would you pick her to do something that's Motown? Why? She's a pop singer.
Maybe she was underpaid at one point and taken advantage of and got her song stolen from her.
Okay, I just don't I didn't watch the Grammys. I don't know how she did because I do not support somebody who is a pop singer to do Motown tribute.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't know if it's just the fact that it's a pop singer. I mean, Motown has influenced so many people that...
I mean, technically, Motown was like the prepackaged pop of its day.
Yeah.
Of its day, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Motown.
Yeah.
It's influenced music
yeah.
that I've written and played,
Yeah, listen, man, I'll bust out some Midnight Train to Georgia right now. But, no, it's...
Because I like my aunt, I grew up on these tapes that my aunt would get in the mail, and it'd be like, Motown greatest hits. And so I'd have all these tapes that I'd listen to of hers, and like the Motown, that music I love. I mean, that's always, whether you're sad, whether you're happy, that music is always going to make you.
Even their like super sad songs are like,
yeah.
Now that you're gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I
that's
just.
what-
But I mean, I get
Yeah.
what you're saying, but
I
I
don't
have
see
to
it.
think that she was influenced by Motown.
Well, she said she was. She did an interview, and she got a lot of backlash. And I'm not hating on J-Lo and her accomplishments, but
But you are. No.
no, she's just not the person to do.
Now, if
Motown.
it was
Like,
Beck, I'd be like, oh, I see. Yeah. Even though I'm sure he was pretty influenced by Motown too.
How's this? Who would you have rather they had?
My top pick, Bruno Mars.
Miley.
Yeah. For sure.
anyways, keep it nerdy. No, I would have loved to see bring out people from the closet like Boys to Men.
Boy George.
No, not Boy George.
Well, phrasing.
Yeah.
Phrasing, get up. No, but okay,
You could put him back in the closet.
Yeah, like Bruno Mars, like he's doing a lot of like Motown sounding stuff now,
Or funk. His was kind of
like
like
funk. Yeah.
But with the Motown tune sometimes.
So,
yeah.
because his song that with Cardi B, I can't remember the name of it. Oh my lord!
How dare you?
Yeah. But yeah, his song with Cardi B, that was Motown funkish inspired. So expired. But yeah, so I don't know. But anyways, let's get to the real stuff.
Well,
I had to get off my soapbox.
the reason that we could tie it into the nerdy stuff is Black Panther won 2 Grammy Awards last night. So, and which everybody's hoping that it gets an Oscar. So, did it win a Golden Globe?
Yeah, and it already won one of the technical Oscars. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
Yeah, it's up for 7.
because the song "King's Dead" by J Rock, Kendrick Lamar, Future, James Blake, it won Best Rap Performance, and I guess was that one on the Black Panther soundtrack. And what was the other one? Oh, okay. And then the soundtrack for Best Score soundtrack. So that was Ludwig Göransson. I probably messed that all up.
Yeah,
but,
you did.
So those were the 2, but I think that's pretty dope. Black Panther, the album curated by Kendrick Lamar. So that's pretty sweet. Was Kendrick Lamar there? Did he accept the award?
I have no idea.
No, you didn't. Well, so
Okay.
do you?
Wakanda Forever.
I saw. Is it? What was the other one that it could win and it would be like a grand slam? It would sweep all of them. The Tonys.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, to EGOT. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way it could win a Tony?
If you did the Black Panther the musical,
Yeah.
yes, or the
that's coming. You know that's
spoken
gonna
word Black
happen.
Panther, yeah,
Right.
I like it.
Which is basically the Lion King,
yeah.
if you think about it.
Remember,
Yeah.
who you are.
Well, congrats to Black Panther. Now that's 3 weeks in a row we've got to bring them up. So they're gonna. I think they're gonna. You said they won a technical Oscar.
I think so. I thought I read something like that.
I bet they win another one.
I mean, but like so many Oscars get thrown out for like little technical thing. Like it's the hey, thanks for dotting nice. Here you go.
Yeah, I should win an Oscar for this podcast.
Yes, you should.
I wish that somebody would nominate us for some kind of award, like the Potties. We won a potty.
And it's porcelain.
I don't even know what that is. Not sure I want to know what that is.
The Johns. All right. No, let's back that up. All right. I want to bring this news that came out. I just saw this today, and I was super excited about this. Hulu has announced some Marvel animated series that are coming, and they're going to be adult themed.
Yeah.
And I was just asking you the other day about when we were going to get some more Howard the Duck comic books and such, which I bet we'll probably get something to tie in with this.
Yes, and I am so excited about this.
Me too.
Again, this feels like they were like, all right, Buck, who are some of the greatest Marvel characters?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, well, let me tell you about MODOK.
Yeah. That's MODOK, Marvel's Hit Monkey, Marvel's, is it Tigra? Tigra and Dazzler show.
The only one that I'm not like, oh my God, I've always loved them is Hit Monkey. Like, that one's I don't know about Hit Monkey.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in, kind of like the same way that happened with Netflix, all of these shows are going to Voltron together and become Marvel's The Offenders. The Offenders.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and so is there any the Offenders? Is that a thing yet? Or
No,
is that this
not,
is all
not really. It's all them just having fun, and I think that this is a nice way for them to do the. All right, guys, this isn't really going to tie into anything. This isn't going to be part of any kind of MCU continuity thing. It's just them having fun.
right?
But why are they wasting time with Hulu now?
I think it's because they can. I think it's because it sounds like it's going to be like really geared towards adults. So they're not using Spider-Man or Deadpool. Like nothing that kids can be like, ooh, that I want to watch that. So Hulu's kind of the perfect place for it because it won't be on Disney streaming whatever and accidentally watched by.
Okay, I
Yeah.
can see that now. Okay.
MODOK also looks awesome. Patton Oswalt is involved with this one.
Yeah, and so is Kevin Smith.
Is he? Is that the one he's involved with as
Yeah.
well? Oh yeah.
So you know it's going to be good.
Yeah. Patton Oswalt's going to do the voice. So yeah, I mean, this is exciting because these are, I know that a lot of people think comic books and stuff is for kids, but we've
there's
talked
just
about
one
this a
person
lot
anymore that we know of. But.
Yeah, we've talked about this a little bit in the past, and I disagree with that completely. I think that there's a lot of things that adults enjoy about these, and that's there's no reason for anybody to think otherwise. But it's nice that we get some of these animated shows that are kind of more for adults, and I feel like they're going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so I'm excited. Any what would you like to see them do? Like, I mean, Howard the Duck is a big check mark for me.
Well, and see, for me, like Howard's cool, but I mean, he's had his exposure. He has that fan base. I am such a rampant MODOK and Dazzler fan. Like, it's not even funny.
Yeah, you love Dazzler.
Well, oh my god, I do. And MODOK, like, I have a MODOK mug.
Nice.
Like, yeah.
Does he have little hands and? Oh,
Yeah.
dope.
So
yeah.
So you're pretty excited.
Oh my god, it's
What I'm excited about is I don't have to go get another streaming thing like a Hulu. I've already got Hulu, so all right.
I know because Disney comes out later on this year, right?
Yeah.
And DC's already out, DC Universe. So that's luckily I'm only paying for
still
those two.
Here's the thing, even with your Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu, and then the others, that's still cheaper than actual cable.
Yeah, it is.
True.
It is. Although my Hulu went up, like everything's going up. Netflix is going up, but and we've talked about this too. The great thing is there's not 50 channels I'll never watch.
Yeah, Well, and here's the thing: you can cancel anytime.
Yeah.
And you can do the. Oh man, I'll get Netflix 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I got HBO because of Game of Thrones,
Right?
Which I think is HBO is probably like right now. And then
Well, they're putting out some decent shows on HBO.
yeah,
Watchmen's coming out, which
when does that come out officially?
I think in April.
It just worries me because it doesn't tie into the original characters, is what I've heard.
Well, I'm glad that it doesn't, because anyone who's read the thing knows that not all of them are around. And some of
but
them
it doesn't necessarily have to take place after. It could take place before.
Well, but even that would be set in like the 20s, because I mean it covers stuff from the 30s to the.
Because I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing like a Rorschach kind of chronicles.
That would be kind of cool.
I mean, you kind of get that in the story.
You do, but
Brad just wants more. He's stingy.
Well, I mean,
here's the thing. They're different. There's a different Rorschach.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah, right. And
so you can have your Rorschach Chronicles.
So do you think that it's going to be based off of Doomsday Clock?
No, I think that it's going to take. They're either saying that it's directly from the comic and ignoring everything else, or it's directly from the movie and ignoring everything else.
Well, like I say, the only reason that I'm trepidatious about it is just, when I'm not sure that I'll love the new characters as much as I loved the book and the
right,
movie.
But
and
I mean
that.
that's a risk for
Sure,
anything that,
sure.
Yeah.
But when it's so removed, if it is that removed, if it's just taking place in the same world, whichever universe that one took place in.
Right.
But I mean, I'm sure. Who knows? It's HBO, and HBO's awesome usually. So,
Yeah.
like, have you watched the? Is it True Detective? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that the name of it
yeah,
on HBO?
yeah.
Okay, season 3. Have you seen any
No.
of it? Marshall Ali is
The main character.
yeah. So I heard the second season wasn't great, but I'm going to watch
Really?
this third one. The second season was what? Colin Farrell and I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't watch that
Did you ever
one.
get into that?
No, I did HBO for a little while, and then Game of Thrones got too sad for me. Like it was all right. Let's get really excited about this thing that's going to upset me.
When was it happy? When was it happy times on?
Here's the thing, like leading up to the beheading.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh man, things are really ramping up. Crazy stuff's happening.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and then the wife was like, so who are your two favorite characters? Like, who are your favorite characters in the show? She read the book. She knew.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, Stark and Khal Drogo. Those are the two favorites.
Right.
And then one right after the other.
Yep.
I was like, oh, man, I quit.
See, mine is what's Peter Dinklage's character's name?
Tyrion.
Yeah.
I love Tyrion.
I backed the wrong horse on that one. Like I should have learned to love him earlier.
Yeah.
Arya's my favorite.
Arya. Which one is she again?
She's
the
the
youngest
youngest,
one.
yeah.
She's pretty fun.
The no-face.
She's like a badass.
She is. She's
Yeah.
so cool.
All right, let's talk about two more series real quick. We're gonna wrap that up real quick. Punisher. I've seen every episode. There are people in the store, so I won't spoil anything. But I will say that I was less than impressed by season 2. I feel like it was, let's just get this, wrapped up and in a bow. The ending didn't pay off for me like I hoped it would. It was very like, ugh. And the best thing I could say about it is it had some of the best like shootout and fight scenes. Mm-hmm. But Cameo made a very good point before the show, which I've forbid him to talk off of the show, but sometimes he does.
Yeah. I just can't, I love talking about it.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, I said that it should have been like a 2-hour movie.
Yes. It would have been a dope 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
So dope.
There was so much story that wasn't needed.
No.
There was a love story that wasn't needed. There was...
Yeah, because I want to talk about that for just a second. So, this is, Buck, you're not watching, but the Jigsaw, Billy, he has a psychiatrist that he has, like he's woken up from this coma, doesn't know who he is, blah, blah, blah. And she's helping him. Well, he ends up like taking her hostage and...
Oh, my.
Yeah, and then she falls in love with him. And she supports his bad behavior because she loves him and because she has a dark side too. Mm-hmm. Now, this sounds very much like, to me, like Wilson Fisk's relationship with his girl in Daredevil. Did you watch Daredevil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched everything except for Punisher season 2.
Is this too spoilery for you?
Nah, man.
Okay. So it just...
It's really pointless. Like, this is like a filler.
It is, but it's like, this is a smart lady, and I don't like the fact that they just make her kind of, like she would just go along with him being a horrible killer.
Right.
Just because she's in love with him.
Yeah, there's love, and then there's just crazy.
Yeah. I just felt like that took away from her character, and they could have done something nice, cooler with that. And made her, I don't know. I mean, I understand that really does happen in life, people and relationships and all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. She seemed like the kind of character that necessarily wouldn't just bow down to, let him do whatever.
It kind of reminded me of
twist her more.
Harley Quinn and Joker.
Okay. Yes, very much so. But just a lot less. I don't know. Not as extravagant as them, but yeah. So that was kind of a critique I had of it. I thought John Bernthal was awesome. I mean, he's always amazing.
Right.
If he wasn't in this show, I'd probably say it was a piece of deuce, but
Right.
it was, and it wasn't really that bad. I mean, I liked it, but like Cameo said, just a lot of unnecessary and a lot of story that really wasn't like. It trailed off into some other stuff that was not needed.
It's like Jessica Jones season 2.
Oh my god, I think it was worse.
I thought it was a little better put together than season 2 of Jessica Jones, though.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. That Jessica Jones was worse, but
okay,
yeah.
I was like, I'm really not going to watch Punisher now.
No. I mean, yeah, I could see why they did a couple things that they did, but it really just didn't make for that great a story to me. So let's talk a little bit about Gotham.
Oh, sorry.
Speaking
of not making a good enough story, there you go. That was your lead-in.
yeah,
God.
Good one. So Gotham, it is getting horrible.
I'm just saying. Listen,
I know you said it's horrible the whole time.
Just ask me how things go. Everything ends up going.
Well, I want to tell you what's happened in the last episode, which it was an episode that had Jerome in it, so I was like, yay, because Jerome's the Joker, basically.
Oh, Jerome.
Yeah, he's not the Joker, but he basically is. But the Riddler has been a character on this show that, to me, has been weird. They've made him really psychotic and, at times, and then, I don't know, like, he's been really likable at times, and then I don't like what they've done with this character so much. But recently, in the last episode, it has been revealed that this mysterious, thing that's been happening to him, where he's been blacking out and doing things like blowing up, people in a building and stuff, children. It was because Hugo Strange,
yeah,
had put a chip in his head, and he was basically now a robot Riddler. And I was like, "This is the last season." If it wasn't the last season, it would be the last one for me.
You're right.
Yeah. For those listening, Buck has knocked over his water.
I'm done.
He has quit the show for a third time.
Oh, man. Really?
It's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I've been telling everyone.
Oh, so bad.
Hey, everyone. Don't watch Gotham. There's better things to do. Go to a place that, go do some charity work. Go read to children, clean your house.
Yep.
It's tax time. Do your taxes.
There's
those
would
always
be better.
time for better dental hygiene. Anything but watch Gotham.
Well, see, it's sad that Supergirl on the CW is a lot better than Gotham.
Yeah. Well, is it sad? I mean, Supergirl fans would not be sad about that.
Like, I liked Supergirl the first season, and I liked when they brought Martian Manhunter on. Mm-hmm. And when they brought Jerome on, is it Jerome? What was his?
Jeremiah,
yeah.
No, it was Jerome first, and now it's Jeremiah.
Okay, yeah. Well, Cameron Monaghan's character.
Right.
With him on there, like, I thought it was, getting better. I'm like, oh, okay, like, I wanted to watch Gotham now. I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Well, turn off Gotham, because I think it's on, Thursday nights?
Yeah.
And go to Thirsty Thursday nights at Paint and Cheers.
At least that was okay.
That
was all right.
Buck was listing all the things that you could be doing.
I implore you to go to this Paint and Cheers.
He does, because it's so awesome. It's a great night. Like I say, on Thursdays, they do Thirsty Thursday $2 Boda Box wine. Saturdays, they've got let's say 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. They've got bottomless sangria, and Sundays at 2 p.m. they've got bottomless mimosas. So you're going to get your drink on whilst you're painting a painting that, if you go onto their Facebook page too, I recommend you do that, because you can see all the paintings people have done. Also, like, if you're like, hey, I do want to do this Paint and Cheers, but like, I want to maybe do birds. Well, you can look on the Facebook page and see what they're going to do that night. Which is cool, because sometimes they do, flowers or, all kinds of cool stuff. And they theme it around, tonight's kind of date night for people. So they're going to do one of, two lovers, doing G-rated things.
Oh, okay. Holding hands.
Gangster-rated things?
Gangster-rated, yeah.
Yeah.
OG rated. But they were rated the best place for an adult party by the Oklahoma Gazette. And more voted, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Us connect things. So, if you want to hang out with your office, with your comic book shop, with a large group, date night, ladies night, whatever you want to do, Paint and Cheers is the place to do it. Paint in the letter N, cheers.com is where you can reserve your seats right now. You know what else is right now? Oh, yeah.
Hey.
So again, what we're going to be doing from here on out is we are recording on Mondays, and everybody can expect a new podcast on Wednesdays for Nerds to Men. New World Comics podcast, I'll plug that real quick, every Friday at 2 p.m.-ish. 2 p.m.
Yes.
The audio podcast is always up by 2. Sometimes the video takes a little bit longer, but that's when you should be ready for those podcasts. But so we're going to talk about what is in store right now, what people can pick up.
Right.
And then what's coming out as well.
Yeah. So 2 of these I've read. I can tell you all about. Then some of the stuff is speculative on its quality. It should be good based on the other things that came before.
Sure.
So the first
Unlike
thing,
Gotham.
Oh, yeah, unlike Gotham. Oh, my God.
See, Brad, that's how you tie stuff in. That's how you do it.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
So first thing that I want to talk about is the new series Young Justice.
Oh, okay.
It's freaking awesome.
And is that Young Justice? That's what's on the DC streaming, right?
Same name, but different team. Really, like it's
okay.
Yeah, this is just all the teenage characters in the DC universe. It seems that it's kind of an offshoot from the regular DC universe. Like some different things are happening, and it doesn't quite feel like it's all that's happening in the proper one. So this may end up being like the Ultimate Universe, like a little offshoot of.
Cool.
But yeah, so all these monsters start showing up in New York, and the heroes are kind of, everyone's kind of sort of there anyway, and they band together and start fighting these, and they end up in like Gem World, and Wonder Girl gets a new origin. We have a Teen Lantern, which we've never had before.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. It's just so much fun.
That's awesome. That's a good one. Is that a good one for kids too?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would even say like this is made for teenagers. Like it's perfect. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Check
here you
that
go.
out. Young Justice.
So next up from last week, we have Batman issue 64.
Ooh.
Which it kind of breaks up the storyline that's been going on with him kind of going through all the nightmares. This one, it kind of harkens back to Trade 1 where Gotham and Gotham Girl first show up. And some bad stuff's starting to go down. And it looks like Gotham Girl is behind a lot more stuff than we originally thought. Yeah. So it starts there, and then she shows up in Flash's City and starts messing up the Flash Museum, messing up stuff.
Right.
So this week, today, I suppose since we're Wednesday, Flash number 64 is part 2 to that story.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because they did a crossover before called The Button.
Uh-huh.
And it was the precursor to Doomsday Clock.
So is this one, it's a Batman, but it's not Tom King?
Right.
Okay, cool.
Like, yeah.
It looks good, though.
It is.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, here's
the
the
Price
thing.
of Justice.
Yeah, here's the thing. While reading it, you wouldn't know that it's not Tom King. Like, it feels...
Oh, yeah.
It feels...
Is there, you think that the writers kind of, talk to each other about stuff like that sometimes,
definitely.
too? Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet so. All right, Batman. So come get that. The Price of Justice, Part 1.
Yeah, and then coming out to redo kind of a sequel to the Avengers No Surrender last year. It was a weekly series of Avengers comics that tied up all the loose ends to a whole bunch of different Avengers books that were going on, so they could boil it down into one book. Well, they found a cool way to keep doing that, and it sounds amazing. Avengers No Road Home. The Avengers are going to be going all over time and space. Like, eventually they're going to run into Conan. They're going to fight everybody.
Nice.
And,
Are they going to be on a show?
Huh?
Are they going to be on a show?
If only.
The Conan O'Brien show?
So So way back when the Avengers showed up on the Letterman show, like in the comics, like there's a cover. And then a couple weeks ago on West Coast Avengers, they were on Jimmy Kimmel.
Shut up.
That's awesome.
So there's a cover that you can find. That's,
okay.
That's that.
I was totally being facetious.
No,
That's
but
really funny, though.
to be that guy, Brad's going to put a picture of him right here and here.
The West Coast Avengers. Yeah, that's
West
awesome.
Coast.
And then finally, something that we've been waiting forever for, the Mr. Miracle trade paperback comes out.
Yes.
It is absolutely, positively the best thing to come out in the last year.
I can't wait. I've got to
Tom,
finish this whole.
You mind putting me one back for that? Sweet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait. I've been looking forward to finishing. Like, I have all of them now.
Yeah.
But I was curious, I'm going to get the trade paperback because I just wants it. But is there anything else that comes with those? Don't they collect some variant covers?
Yeah,
and different things?
It'll have all of the different covers, and with this, it'll probably have either the pitch or the first script or like concept art for like, this is how this should look, or this is how we'll do this. So usually it'll have a few little things
right
in it.
That's cool.
And if you have not read that, I am not a DC fan whatsoever.
Whatsoever?
Yeah.
Why are we talking to you about Gotham and?
No, I mean
Batman?
I like DC. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not like, oh, go get this comic book. But for sure, read Mr. Miracle. And if you have a spouse, and if your spouse is a woman, you need to be like Big Barda. Just saying, straight up,
Big Barda.
She's amazing.
That's relationship goals right there.
Right.
So you're saying I'm doing it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mr. Miracle, can't wait for that. Also, just one thing that I know is coming out this week that I'm looking forward to: the Batman Who Laughs. The
issue
second
3.
one. Issue 3?
Yeah.
Where's number 2? Why don't I have number 2?
Oh, I took it from you.
I do have number 2. Oh. Well, I'll go look through my stuff again. see, that's how
Tom is going to come over here and drop kick you.
They know more about what I have than I do, which is great. I love it. That's what I love about New World Comics because, you guys really do. I see people come in all the time that y'all have a rapport with them, a friendship with them. And even the ones that are super villains like Metalhead.
No, he's a superhero.
Oh, yeah, he was a superhero, wasn't he? Wow.
Now we get rid of the supervillains.
Yeah. But New World Comics here on Meridian, just south of 63rd in Oklahoma City. I did want to ask though. There was and I hope I'm putting you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
I think there was a announcement for a New World, the Free Comic Book Day. One of the things they were going to release, and it was a pretty big release. Have you got wind of any Free Comic Book Day?
Are you talking about the DC superhero girls or the Catwoman first chapter of novel?
No, I don't think it was those.
Yeah, because those should be exciting, but they aren't.
Man.
Are you talking about the Spider-Man or the Avengers?
I think it's one of those, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, every year Marvel's book is usually the thing to kick off the next big thing for the summer. So those are always great.
Yeah.
DC every now and then will do something brilliant and put out, something that will tie in and get fans really excited. And then this year they're putting out pages with things on them.
Yeah. I just, man, I can't. I wish I saw it, but there was one that I was like, ooh. I think it was the Avengers though that I saw that was coming out. The Avengers, and I guess that one's going to kick off some pretty, like you were saying, a pretty important story. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's May the 4th.
Yep.
Which I love that because that's easy to remember. May the 4th be with you.
It's going to be a big day.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either.
Are we going to come out?
No, I got to talk about this.
Oh, no. We're going to get to that next week.
No, because it's coming out this weekend.
Ooh, then we got to talk about it now.
Yes.
Why do you have it in your hand?
The Umbrella Academy.
Yay!
Oh, it's coming out on Netflix.
Yeah.
This weekend. Oh,
this
okay.
Friday.
Yes.
15th. So I don't know anything about this at all. So, but I heard that the first season is going to be based off of the Apocalypse suite.
Yeah.
And if you don't know anything about it, you came to the wrong place. No, but I heard this was really good. Buck said it was really good.
Yes.
So if it's not, I get to slap him with it.
Yep.
But I wanted to read this before it came out this weekend because, like I said, the first season is supposed to be based around.
If you're an
this
X-Men
book.
fan, you should be a fan of this.
This was also Gerard Way is one of the writers, right?
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned him because he actually wrote the latest series of Doom Patrol,
which is
also see, that's how you do a segue.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also coming out this Friday on the DC streaming.
I got to
yeah,
get the DC streaming.
Ellen Page is in the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
So is Mary J. Blige. What's his name?
That one guy,
I forgot his name.
Thanos.
No. Oh man, I just had it. Something. Oh, Calm Fior.
Oh, him.
Yeah, he's
Old
in it.
Calm Fior.
Yes. He was in The Amazing Spider-Man. He's the one that fired Harry Osborn.
Calm Fior. Love Calm Fior.
But yeah, he's in it. Yeah, those are the only like big names that I know that are in the show.
Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
Like set him
Spider-Man?
on fire?
No, you like fired. Like you no longer work here. You're crazy, just like your dad.
Yeah, Calm Fior.
I really like the art in this, the Umbrella Academy. It's quirky and kind of, almost horror movie looking.
Yeah.
But I dig it. Gerard Way, he's in My Chemical Romance. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
that's-
if you're
or
not
he
a fan,
was anyway.
Yeah. Well, if you're not a fan of his music, be a fan of his writing because I would say if you like Grant Morrison, you're going to love Gerard Way's writing.
Yeah, it's when you hear that somebody like Gerard Way is writing comic books, sometimes I tend to wonder, is that just like a I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? But just they're famous, so they're going to get to do it,
Right, kind of
but,
like when the wrestlers do comics and things like that.
Yeah, like a passion project maybe, but are they really writers?
Right.
But
No, he's totally
he's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. His music has a little the lyrics and stuff that he writes is more than, it's not just basic, so I can believe that he's a good writer.
No pumpkin spice latte.
Dang it! Oh, you beat me! Oh, dang it!
Sorry.
Well, I think that wraps it up for us. What do you think, Cameo?
I think so.
All right.
so.
Well,
You know what's not wrapped?
what?
My Ninja Turtles.
Well, let's mention that real quick.
Is that code for something?
The NECA
man.
Ninja Turtles came in the mail for us last week. Cameo unwrapped his, took him out of the box, and was playing with them.
I did.
He broke Raphael's sigh.
Okay.
I was like, "What were you doing?"
I was posing them. And then,
So they're posers.
yeah.
No, Cameo's a poser.
No, I was posing him, and I didn't realize that his arm was on the side, and his side was in his belt, and it popped one of the prongs off. And I was like, crap. But it was kind of like a clean break, so I, put some E600 on it and glued it back together.
Why though? Why don't you just leave it in the box?
Because that's not fun. I bought it for a reason to pose them.
Well, to pose them. Is that really why you bought them?
Yes.
That's what gives you your
Yes.
enjoyment? I just put them up on the shelf. Like, I want to take them out so that the box will take up less room, but not necessarily so I can sit there and pose
see,
them.
I
I'm not casting judgment.
I probably should put them in the box, but I think I might get another set just to put it,
Yeah. Well, I was debating whether I was going to take it out of the box or not as I was opening the box, and I ripped the box. So I was like, might as well take it out now. Buck, if you're watching, Buck was showing us
Yeah.
Those are the original, yeah.
the ones. One day I asked myself the dumbest question. I was like, how do you tell which one is which? Because they all have red.
Yeah.
I figured it out, though.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
By their weapons.
There you go.
Yeah. But these are awesome too. I want these too.
Good thing he's a good video producer and
Shut up. I did though. I was like, how do you tell them apart in the comics? I don't know.
oh, Brad's Untold Stories.
Yeah. I should do a podcast about me someday. People will love that.
No, they wouldn't.
Okay, they won't. All right. Well, I'm going to go home and read my comics. How about that?
Me too.
All right. Y'all
All right.
have a good one. We'll see you next week. As always,
Keep it nerdy.
Dirtman for life.